Okay, welcome back everybody. We are here once again with baby Mokosh. This is our 10-month-old Russian rat snake and she is due another feed. So once again, she will be getting 3 fuzzies. We're just going to lift her lid here. She's helpfully up in her little hammock area. Hopefully you can see her okay there. And as before, she has a blue target. So you can see she's very alert, she's very interested. And we are just going to present her target. Hi, baby girl. So I'm just going to put it in her peripheral vision over here. There we go. So you can see she orients straight away. So I want her to approach the target. That a girl, come on. As it's moving. Come on. That a girl. Good girl. There we go. Now I'm going to lay it flat as I did before, and I'm going to ask her to pause with her face on it and tongue flick, which she has done. And now we're going to present her reward. There we go. Oh, you hungry? Yeah, you're hungry. There we go. So now that she's got the prey item, I'm just going to make sure she has it securely, and then we're going to remove the target and wait for her to eat. So you saw there that she oriented very quickly, she fixated on the target, she approached it quite calmly actually, although she was clearly very focused. The key thing here is that although she showed some signs there of getting a S-bend in her neck, that kind of preparing to strike behaviour, what I did was I kept moving the target away from her. So snakes, to simplify things a little bit, only really have a couple of, if you like, settings or modes that they tend to get into. One of those is food mode, and a lot of that is very kind of instinctual behavior. They're often using pre-learned routines or instinctive routines and just reacting to what they're seeing. That's a very natural thing for a snake to do when they see food, is they go into this sort of food/hunting mode. But I want her to be in thinking mode. I want her to be processing information and learning. So it's actually quite a big ask with a snake to get them to understand that they need to be thinking and doing sort of learning and intentional behaviors rather than just this instinctive, reactive hunting/food behavior. So when you're working with snakes doing target training, you're actually asking them to do something, for a snake anyway, that is quite complicated and that is a fairly novel thing. You are asking them to kind of refrain from just going into that automatic state, and you're asking them to do this, which is approach nice and smoothly and calmly. There you go. And I'm now going to lay it flat again. I'm going to ask her to wait on the target, which she does. Perfect. And then she gets her reward. There we go. Now that's not something that a snake would normally do when they're hunting. So I'm asking her to learn a sequence of novel behaviors. Learn that the target means food, approach the target in a calm, consistent manner, then pause when the target pauses, and when the target goes flat, to lay her face on the target and again pause. This is very restrained behavior that does actually go against everything automatic in their repertoire. So it demonstrates that these animals can actually learn quite complex and challenging behaviors compared to what they would do instinctively. So Mokosh is really far along with her training. It is quite common for snakes to start to strike the target, especially really food-motivated intelligent snakes will often go through a stage of recognizing the target as food and then switching straight into food mode and striking it. Mokosh thankfully has not done this thus far, but I have had snakes do this. If you find that that's the case, it's really helpful to move the target away. If you observe their behavior and you see them going into that kind of S-bend, they're tensing up, they're getting ready to strike, moving the target back if you have the space to do so, or just removing the target and resetting, can often switch them out of that mindset and get them into this kind of thinking, processing mode that you want for this type of training. So here we go. Once again, we're going to move her over here. And she's coming right over to the target, which is great. Now you notice she is very focused, but she's not pulling an S-bend. She's being quite calm actually. Once again, I'm going to lay it flat and I'm going to ask her to put her face on it and wait, which she does, and we will reward that behavior. Oh, are you full? Oh, no, there we go. Fantastic. So a really nice, consistent session there with Mokosh. She did a fantastic job. She is an absolute dream snake to work with. Rat snakes in general and Russians in particular are phenomenal candidates for target training. Very active and athletic snakes, very intelligent, but actually with a very calm demeanor. They're not as flighty or as reactive as some other species of rat snakes. They tend to respond with curiosity over fear, especially once they're past the hatchling stage. So they're fantastic to work with. Well done, baby girl. Good job. Let's just put your lid back on, and that will be you for today. Good job, girl. There we go. Nice and slow. And we'll put this back on. There we go. Well done. So that's only the second instance that I have asked Mab to rest her face on the target. And as you saw, in all three instances, she remembered what I wanted her to do and she responded brilliantly. So there you go, another session with Mokosh. She did fantastic, as always. She is our star pupil. And we will see what else we can build on in her training in the future. But a really, really nice, consistent session from her there.